franktalks.com.
SKARA on the second floor of the square at Quartier Distrant in Brossard, with easy access from the heated underground parking.
The following program contains mature subject matter. Listener discretion is advised. CJAD 800 presents Passion with sex therapist Dr. Laurie Petito. To reach Dr. Laurie, call 514-790-0800. Star Talk, a free call on Bell Mobility, and 1-800-491-CJAD. Now, here's Dr. Laurie.
All right, and you found the music, Boys Club. It is the Boys Club tonight on Passion. The Passion is a show about sex, love, relationships, and every month we do one feature. This feature, it's called the Boys Club, where we give men equal opportunity, and we have 3 guys in the club, in this exclusive club, but any guy can join the club by telephoning or texting and giving us your thoughts, and I don't want to eliminate the women either, because here I am, the token female. But who do we have on our panel tonight? We have Ryder, who is actually producing tonight's show, but he's also going to be joining us on the other side of the glass. So he's here, and he's a producer here, and he's also a sports guy. We have Frank Kermit of franktalks.com. We also have Ilan P, who's just an all-around regular guy. Likes to walk into the studio.
A little more than regular. But.
Okay, a little above regular. Let's just say. You have to be, I guess, a little bit more if you're going to show up here and, air your laundry and
only the best in the Boys Club, Laurie.
Only the best. I know he's one of your little treasures, and you're fine, so we'll give you that. And I'm the token female. So there are things that we talk about tonight, all kinds of issues, things that have come up, things that you've heard me talk about on the air, but that I haven't necessarily addressed with the guys because I've only given my take on it, and I love to get the take of the men, the boys, on many of these topics. First of all, Happy New Year to the gang. I haven't seen you guys in a while.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Any New Year's resolutions for any of you guys?
Yeah, getting in shape is my biggest.
Is it?
Yeah.
Why? Is this an impediment to your dating, Ilan?
I'm not going to lie. It's I'm 32 now, and dating mid-20s is getting more difficult. My belly is in the way. I don't
of
like
dating younger girls, you mean?
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not. And
do they? Why do they say something? Do they care?
You
what?
know, it has come up on a couple of first dates where.
Really?
Yeah, it was actually, this one was relatively recent, and she wasn't even that young. She was around my age.
And what did she say?
We're sitting in the car, and we had, we already started up a little. We made out a little bit, and she kind of noticed I'm in the car, so I'm sitting down, and my belly's bulging a little bit, and she kind of gives it a little pat down. She's like, "Ooh, what's that?"
That's a belly? You barely have a belly, and
Dude,
you're worried about it?
I'm 5'6", and I weigh 170. That's big.
Okay.
Bigger than I have been in the past.
So you can lose a bit, but
bottom line,
but to lose out on dates.
Frank, is this funny to hear them talking like this at the size?
You got a little gut that you have there.
Yeah. See, I'm obese, and when I'm hearing this kind of prejudice against weight, it's. If she thinks that is a problem, I mean, I don't even call what you have as belly. Okay?
It's all relative. When I was in my
right.
20s, I had a natural 6-pack. I miss that very much.
So you're trying to get that back.
Very much.
You think it'll get you the girls.
Not only that, there's the health matter.
I should hope that's number 1 at your age, really.
It's number 2.
That's why he's a boy.
I'm curious. Did you pat some part of her body and make some sort of comment about that?
That would have been an appropriate response.
Yeah. Like, pat her on the tush and say, yeah, what's this?
The thing is it was relatively large for someone with her waistline, which I liked very much.
What was very relatively? Her butt?
Yeah.
Are we talking like specifics now? Give me a break. Okay, so you want to get into shape. Ryan, what's your New Year's
You know
resolution?
what? On New Year's, I wasn't really thinking of any resolutions, but now that we bring it up on the show, I guess we're getting back in the gym, because I was going to the gym regularly, and then last year I got a bad flu, and I just kind of
let it go.
But
you also work crazy hours.
Yeah, I do work crazy hours, so it's tough. It was tough for me to get back in, but I'm gonna go register for membership, as many people do at this time of year.
I know, and then give it up in February, but whatever.
But plan to actually go.
What about any resolutions for dating? Frank and I did a show in the new year. Our very first show together was about dating resolutions, and you're both single, so I want to know what you're going to do differently as daters now. Ryan, do you want to get involved in is your goal this year, 2014, to find a mate? You're of an age where you could get serious now. Is this something you're looking for, or no?
Well, to be honest with you, I've always had girlfriends since I was like 14 or 15 years old. So this is kind of new territory for me to be single. So I'm not really sure what I want in that regard right now. Kind of just single, ready to mingle, enjoying the playing field, and I gotta see what happens. Go with the flow.
You're going with the flow.
For me, it's I've been off and on relationships, dating for short amounts of time, and I dig my life right now. I'm very happy. I'm very relaxed. There are no complications, and I'm helping to build my business. So my focus is, obviously sex is important, but in terms of settling down, I'm not quite there yet.
Okay, so there's sex and there's relationships. They're two different things.
Sex can always be more.
Okay,
that's not really.
That's
not really
like a guy thing. Right?
That's not a resolution. That's just a way of life for most men.
Agreed.
Okay. Well, I guess single guys.
Single
married
guys.
too. I would say.
Or some of the married guys that Frank likes to talk about.
Frank, what any resolutions you want to share with us?
This year, my resolutions are all financial.
Right, it's business related. Right,
business related. I want to get out of debt and start saving up for a house.
Right. Well, a lot of things that your average person just wants to do. Start saving money, and get out of the messes and get out of the holes there. But any questions that you have for our panel, anything you'd like to share, would love to hear from you. In fact, anybody who does call in tonight gets a pair of tickets to attend the Salon de l'Amour et de la Séduction, the everything to do with sex show. It's taking place Friday, Saturday, Sunday, begins at 5 p.m. on Friday evening. Passion will broadcast live 10 to 11 p.m., our usual time. So we broadcast live. I will be giving a talk, which is based on my book that's coming out, which is The Best Sex of Your Life After 50. That takes place Friday night at 7, Saturday at 1 and 4 p.m., and Sunday at noon. You can always check out their website, and you'll have all the information there. So it's at Place Bonaventure, and it's a full, you can spend hours there, by the way. So plan on it and plan a date, and there's entertainment. So if you really want to know what the schedule of entertainment is, there's burlesque and fashion shows, and there's a dungeon. There's all kinds of stuff to look at. Really, it's eye candy, lots of eye candy, and there's also vendors if you want to see what's out there. And lots of couples come. Last year, very bilingual as well, vendors from all over the place. So it's very interesting. It's a very, very, and it's their 20th anniversary. It's always very special. Partly because Mondose does a lot of their entertainment, and they are very high-end entertainment, very erotic kind of entertainment. So that's happening as well. And Passion will have a booth there. Just look for the CJAD sign. We are going to be right near the conference section, so where the speakers are, the room, right on that corner. So come by, say hello, grab some free condoms, whatever. We have little giveaways and stuff like that. So would love to meet you, and it's a perfect opportunity. So if you would like tickets, give us a call. Ryan's standing by to take your calls. You can ask questions to our panelists. You can share your own stories, whatever it is. You want advice from the guys. If you're a female and you want to know what guys think about a particular subject, perfect opportunity. 514-790-0800, or you can text at 514-800. You're listening to Passion on CJAD.
This is a man's world. This is a man's
I love that song. It is a man's world tonight because it is the boys' club. Once a month, our panelists join us, the guys, not the girls. Once a month, we bring in the girls. This time, it's the guys. Ryan Ryder, Frank Kermit, and Ilan P all here, and they will answer questions for you. They'll give you their opinion on all kinds of topics that we bring up. And Elise joins us on the program. Hi, Elise.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good, and you?
Good, thank you. So you're going to come to the Salon de l'Amour?
Well, if you give me tickets,
I'm
of course.
I'm going to give you tickets.
Yay.
You're going to get a pair of tickets, in fact.
Sounds great.
But you have to promise to come say hello.
I will.
Okay, good. So what would you like to say for the boys?
Well, I'd like to know, they're saying that they're looking for a soulmate or a girl or whatever. So are they going to be going to the show themselves? And if yes, which booths are they going to be stopping by?
Oh, somebody wants a date with Ilan or Ryan. Frank's married, although we could discuss that whole thing too. I don't know what his rules are, but...
Actually, Elise, the first thing I thought of when I heard you speak was you have a really cute voice.
Well, thank you. My boyfriend says the same thing too.
Well, at any given time, Elise, any of these guys will be at the booth. So for sure, if you want to meet Frank, he will be there. I don't think he knows exactly when he'll be there, but he will be there during the week. Ryan will be there if you want to meet him. So generally, a lot of other CJD people may come by and visit and hang out. So you'll be able to visit some of our regulars for sure.
Just a comment. Which one, I'm sorry, is the one saying that he had a first date and she found that he had a little belly?
That's Ilan.
But when you see him, you're going to be like, this guy doesn't have a belly.
It's a little pot.
It's Laurie knows.
Listen. Not all women are interested in six packs.
That's right.
Nice and softy. That's the most comfortable.
Yeah, more to cuddle. More to cuddle.
I like this girl.
I
like this girl.
Frank has a lot of cuddling stuff. That's good.
The more to cuddle, the less to complain.
Oh, I like this girl.
Very nice to hear.
Your boyfriend is very, very fortunate.
Yeah,
I actually go to the Salon de l'Amour et de la Séduction every year, and I tend to enjoy it. I usually check out the fashion show and the sex panels and the talks. And,
well, there's lots
and
to
and
see.
I even venture into the dungeon a little bit.
Do you?
Yeah.
You go check it out? All right. Well, Lisa may walk you through it herself. Who knows?
Why not? By the way, I wanted also to listen on to your seminar, Dr. Laurie, because you're mentioning about 50 and over.
Yes, I'm doing a talk on sex after 50, which will look at the health benefits of sex and some of the changes that occur as we age and how best to adapt to those changes, which is really the topic of the book that I just finished. So that's it'll be kind of a condensed version of the book.
Well, it'll be fun to see you.
Good. I'm really looking forward to it. Thanks, Elise. I'm going to put you on hold, and we're going to get all that information from you.
Thank you very much, guys.
All right.
Good luck.
Take care.
Have a nice evening.
Bye-bye. 514-790-0800 if you'd like to contribute to the program, as Matthew wants to do. Hi, Matthew.
Hi. I want to ask two questions.
Yeah.
First, I'll ask, I'm surprised. I thought it was only in my community, in the gay community, that they were concerned with weight. So it's interesting to hear that women are too about their male mates. I hope it's more for health than the way that the person looks. I know in my community, we really care about that, and sometimes it bothers me and sometimes it doesn't. It makes me excel to keep in shape. I think if people see me at 56, most women
You look younger.
Most women take me for 35.
That's cool.
And men take me for about the same 30. And I don't do it for that. I do it to stay healthy.
To stay healthy.
Be happy,
and I think that's important, is to stay healthy and to understand, like Elise was saying, not all women care that much. Is if you don't, you could look great. If there's nothing between your ears, or you don't have a good heart, or you don't show the kindness or the respect, it doesn't matter whether you've got that six-pack. That six-pack could mean absolutely zippo.
Yeah, and usually when I go, guys that attract me are guys that are really sure of who they are stable, are happy with who they are, and they want to do things. They want to go do cycling, go to a movie, go to a show, and I just wanted to ask you that too, Dr. Laurie. How come each week or each month you have nobody representing my community?
Except that we do an LGBT show now.
Okay, but I mean on this guy's month.
Oh, the guys. Oh, you want to have a... Oh, well, maybe we can invite you on one day. Well, here you are. You're representing your community.
Absolutely.
You can call up anytime.
I'm glad to hear that some of the dating dilemmas are existing in the straight community, though, that I thought only existed in the gay community.
But you know what? With Frank, maybe we will address that one day. We'll look at the special... maybe there are some issues that we can actually address. Matthew, I hope we'll see you at the Salon de l'Amour and you'll come by and say hello.
I hope so.
All right.
I've been wanting to meet you for a while.
Well, you've been calling the show for like 10 years. I don't think I met you once. So it's time to meet me, don't you think?
Yes.
All right. Hopefully we'll see you there.
We've
got tickets for you. All right. Take care now. Bye. 514-790-0800 if you'd like to contribute to the program. We are going to be right back with the Boys Club here on Passion on CJAD.
You're listening to Passion with Dr. Laurie Bettito on CJAD 800.
Text messages coming in fast and furious on the Boys Club. Ilan Preisler, Frank Kermit of franktalks.com, and Ryan Ryder, CJD guy, right here. And let's see. What do we have for the dude that is soft in the middle? That's you, Ilan. Spot toning not possible. Will happen with total body workout 3 times a week. Change routine every 6 weeks. After 90 days, you are hooked. That's from Liam. Maybe he's a coach or something.
Appreciate the advice.
There you go.
I've got to say something.
About?
If a girl wanted to be with me because of my six-pack, which I've never had and I never will have, I wouldn't want to be with that girl or woman anyway.
Yeah, that's like a classic argument against being in shape or against attaining a certain desirable quality. But, why would you not want to, feel better, look better? Your physicality is part of who and what you are.
Well, yeah,
why not improve that if you can?
Well, yeah, I'd like to be in better shape, but it's just not in my genetics to get a six-pack, and you don't want a girl to be with you because of your six-pack anyways.
Six-pack is a way of describing what a, toned stomach looks like.
Ryan, are you saying that if a girl wanted to be with you because of your six-pack, that you would not have sex with her?
Thank you, Frank.
Well, I don't have one, but theoretically, if I did have one,
okay,
depends who the girl is.
You have a beard. You have a beard, right?
Yeah.
Okay, girl wants to have sex with you just because you have a beard. You're gonna say no?
Depends who the girl is.
Ah.
So it's not.
So
really...
all of a sudden, the moral high ground is out the window.
He caught ya.
Depends on the situation. We can't generalize here. Come on now.
Yeah, right. Text message. I have also noticed that women seem to be as fixated on image as men. I'm a little heavy, and I've had women tell me that they only date men with no stomach. But guys are the ones that are always accused of being shallow. That's touche right there.
Absolutely. Women are just as shallow as men in that respect. And men are shallow, especially when we're looking for girls and, we look at the physical before everything else. But I think women do the same thing.
No, I think actually women are more shallow because bottom line, if a guy finds a girl not so attractive, but he doesn't have that many options, he's still going to go for it. Okay.
That's one way of putting it. Whoa. 514-790-0800 if you'd like to call in or text in. You want to talk to the boys here, Ilan, Ryan, and Frank joining us, talking about all kinds of issues. You're always welcome to join in. And in fact, we have tickets to give away. Still have a few tickets left. Pairs of tickets, in fact, to the Salon de l'Amour, which is taking place Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We are broadcasting live on Friday night from the Salon, Place Bonaventure. It's going to be a hoot. We always have fun. I've had a booth there for many years now. It's a great opportunity for me to meet listeners, first of all, and impart information and talk about safe sex and offer condoms and all kinds of stuff and talk to people. And lots of questions get asked that night as well. People come up to me and take me aside and say, I got this issue. And so we get a chance to chat a little bit, which is also helpful to a lot of people. So hope to see you there. If you'd like tickets, you need to contribute to the program. That's all we ask of you. Contribute to our program, contribute to the Boys Club, and you can get a pair of tickets tonight. You're listening to Passion on CJD 800.
You're listening to Passion with Dr. Laurie Bettito on CJAD 800.
I like that you found this. Who is that, Ryan?
This is a random independent band called Ween, W-E-E-N.
Really?
They made a song called The Boys Club. So I decided
just for us?
Yeah.
Wow. Ryan Ryder, Frank Kermit, and Ilan Preisler in studio for the Boys Club. Of course, we open up the lines so other men and women could ask questions, get Guy's opinion. If you want a Guy's opinion, tonight's the night. And everybody who does call in will get a pair of tickets to the Salon de l'Amour et de la Séduction if you want it. It's taking place this weekend, by the way. Text messages. The only other thing that would be more of shallow for girls, more than the looks, is the thickness of the wallet. I guess, would you guys, like, how do you guys all feel in terms of the whole money thing and how women feel about the money thing?
Frank, I'd like you to take this, and I'll respond after.
I'll say it.
Let's not have the conversation about taking her to McDonald's, please.
No,
please.
no,
Let's not go there.
No, we will not go there. We will not go there.
It's Burger King tonight.
No.
No fast food discussions
Okay,
here.
Ryan, you want to add?
Men want looks, women want money, and that's.
You
that's
think
just
so?
a
That's what you're
stereotype.
thinking.
That's the stereotype.
Is that?
Yeah.
But has that been your experience?
Not really.
Okay, so that has not been your experience. Women have not
the
been so
stereotype.
concerned. I wonder if it's an age thing because Ryan is still young, so I don't know.
Yeah,
Frank?
I've got more money than most of my friends, so that's not
But
really
you
an
work
issue.
like a banshee. You're always working. You can't spend your money because you work.
Yeah, I'm too busy.
You're working like, I don't know, you sleep and you work.
I need a bed in the studio.
Poor guy.
I rule CJ
But you know, you're
800.
at a very good age now to be doing all this work because by the time you're ready to settle down, you'll have enough money in your bank to go buy a home or a condo or whatever. You'll be all settled. It'll be very good. Don't worry. It'll be all good, Ryan. So, Frank, any thoughts on this?
You know, I actually had a mentor who told me a story. He was out on a date with a girl, and she was asking him a number of questions, and about maybe 30 minutes into it says, well, based on everything you told me, you probably bring in about, and gave a certain amount, saying every year this is what you're probably making. And she was actually very spot on. And she says, well, I'm looking for somebody in a higher income bracket. And then she got up and left the table.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Not nice. Not nice at all.
Not nice. And the point is, yes, there are guys out there who are only into looks. There are women out there who are only into money.
That's right. Let's be real.
Okay. There are people like that. It's not about saying that humanity has to be perfect before you get out there. It's about understanding you're going to go out there, meet as many people as you can. And there are going to be people who don't like you for a variety of reasons. Your job is to get rid of those people from your life and focus on the people that are ready to give you a chance and find something more meaningful.
I think that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it's hard to argue with that logic. There's another point to be made, but Frank made it very succinct, and that's really what's important.
I want to talk about this study about short men. It says, I'm looking at you. Ilana.
Who are you looking at?
I'm sorry.
This is shortism, Laurie.
I'm sorry.
What are you doing? That's
I'm not.
nice.
Listen, he said it was okay to ask him
No, it's
about
okay.
to talk about this.
I understand that tonight we're dealing with my insecurities, so let's go.
Well, I feel like we really are putting you on the spot.
I'm the one who put this in the script. So.
Yes, I know.
Of course you did,
why
right.
women aren't attracted enough to date them. This is about short men. Short men have to deal with an enormous stigma when it comes to romance, according to this study, that women do seem to care or don't seem to see shorter men as relationship material. And it just, this article kind of questions, is this an evolutionary thing? Do they not feel safe? Like what could be going on here? I want to get your experience as a shorter man.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I want to get, as Frank, who happens to be a dating coach, I'm sure runs into this issue, but also Frank's own experiences as a heavy set man in terms of dating. So having something that, let's say, traditionally might work against you, if I can say it like that, right? Because you both, I think, have felt that. I want to get your experiences on this. So,
Dr. Laurie, we have to go back.
Oh boy, this is a therapy session.
I was 12 years old, and it was I've dealt with this a lot, and I remember having this conversation with a girl I was dating. Beautiful woman, quite substantially taller than me. I'm 5'6", she was 5'10" or 11.
Without heels, no heels.
Without heels.
Wow.
And she was. I remember having this conversation. This is how insecure I was about this. I told her, all things being equal about me, okay? Same face, same intelligence, same sense of humor, same everything, but I'm 4 inches taller.
Mm-hmm.
You would be more attracted to that version of Ilan than this one. And she tried to argue against it, and that was very sweet, but I disagree. It's just, from, I think, an evolutionary perspective, I think it's superior. It's seen as more attractive. We have evolved to be taller, not to be shorter. There's a reason for that.
But intelligence is also attractive, and
That's right.
You're more intelligent than many.
You
other
may
men.
be short. Let's be real here. Yes, so you're a little shorter than your average guy, but you don't have trouble dating. You do get girls. You do.
I don't have the pick of the litter. I can't point in my mind's eye. I can't point and go, I want her, and get her every time.
But no guy.
I can't accept that.
You don't agree with that?
I don't agree with that.
You think there are some guys that can just go and say, I want you. Come here and
my best friend is one of those guys.
And what's different about him?
He's 6'2".
Does he? Besides being 6'2", is he smart? Is he funny? Does he have all the other things that you have?
He's incredible. He's not quite as bright as me. He's about as funny as me. It's almost equal. Okay. But he's substantially taller.
Frank, you want to weigh? You're like your eyes going up here. What's happening?
I want to weigh in. Is that sort of a fat remark?
No, I did not make a fat remark.
Okay. Look, everybody's got something that works against them. And I think that it comes down to saying there's a difference between what somebody may be massively attracted to and what they would have sex with right now, and someone that they would also be attracted to, but for other reasons, such as having something more intimate, more serious. So when we say, okay, that person with a certain body type is going to be, much more attractive. Well, sure, they're going to be turning you on more. They're going to want to pounce on you more in the moment. But you can't build long-term relationship success on the desire to want to pounce somebody. If anything, the qualities that might really turn you on are probably some of the worst qualities for somebody to be a long-term partner. The type of person that is able to take you on an adventure and, hey, we're not going to think about anything. Just let's spend whatever money we have to spend and go on a trip and just do this and it'll be fun and amazing. Wow.
That's attractive.
That's very attractive.
It is.
But that might not be the type of person that you want to have kids with, because you're thinking, hey, when are you going to, change your behavior patterns and actually take care of a family? So let's be clear. Yes, you may not turn on every single person, but that's okay. You don't need to get every single person. The concept of, I have to be able to point to that person and get that person, I'm thinking, whoa, you want to point to that person?
I gave up on that pipe dream quite a long time ago.
Yeah,
listen,
but it's a pipe dream anyway.
It's not real.
I realize.
Unless you're dealing with prostitution, it's not realistic. Okay? Right. In prostitution, you can point to somebody and have that person. But this is not prostitution. The whole concept of, I'm going to point to that person and I'm going to get that person, there's an element missing here. You're not taking the time to figure out if you would want to be with that person other than for a physical romp, including finding out maybe they have an STD.
I don't care who you are. You could be Fabio, and there'll be a girl that won't like you, because everyone has their own preferences. Everyone looks for different things in a mate. And even me being 6'2", I feel like I could get a lot of girls, but I'm not going to go for every girl because of that.
Let me be clear. Certain facial features and facial symmetry, for instance, certain eye colors, certain body types increase your chances for more people to be attracted to you. And I think height is one of those factors. That's all I'm saying.
I would agree.
I think just from a sociological, biological, you're not wrong. But that doesn't put you at the bottom of the barrel either.
I'm far from the bottom.
Okay, right. Let's just make that clear. We have, lots of people want to talk tonight. Hopefully we'll have enough time to get to everybody. So we've been talking about short men. Talking about Ilan, really. 5148. I'm sorry.
This is bullying in the workplace.
It's
Laurie.
not. It's okay. It's
light
acceptable.
teasing. We're just joking around.
He said it was okay to talk about that.
You have the number for CSST, Ryan.
Stop that. The Boys Club tonight on Passion. Ryan and Frank and Ilan joining me tonight. If you have thoughts, comments, you want to join in, we have some people who are already standing by to join in. So hang in there. We'll get to you right here on Passion on CJAD 800. I cannot believe that the Boys Club is towards the end already here, and there's all these texters that we can't even get to. May have to get to some of these questions tomorrow night. Ryan, tell us, please, what is it that some girls have said to you that shocked you
there's
or
numerous
that upset
things,
you?
And since we're about to wrap up the show, I'm only going to be able to get to one of them.
Okay, fine.
And to hear the other one, you're going to have to listen next month
Okay.
on the Boys Club.
Let's hear.
How is that for a tease?
That's very good.
I'm
I
such
like
a
it.
tease, Laurie.
Yeah,
I'm
I
such
like
a
it.
tease. Anyhow, yeah.
What was
so
said to
I
you?
have a friend that's a girl, not a girlfriend, just a friend that's a girl, and it came up in conversation that she does not enjoy foreplay.
She just said that to you.
And
I don't
was
enjoy
shocked.
foreplay.
I was shocked. A girl that does not enjoy foreplay. She said, "I don't have time for the foreplay. I just like to get straight to the deed. I'm somebody who likes to rush. I like to have my coffee. I like to speed through my day. I don't have time for foreplay with men. I don't care for it. I just like to go stick the penis in the vagina and have sex." And I was really surprised because women tend to enjoy the foreplay, and me, even as a guy, I enjoy the build up.
I'd say most people would
enjoy
enjoy the build up, frankly, and I feel sorry for somebody who can't take the time to enjoy a process or to enjoy an adventure, a little journey, something more than a wham bam in and out. Thank you, and it's over. It's very possible, having said that, though, that she gets most of her enjoyment through intercourse and not through foreplay. So she would probably maybe want to spend more time with intercourse than foreplay. But that's about 30% of women. 70% of women, the majority of women, that's not how they're going to orgasm. So they actually need the foreplay in order to get there. But so maybe this person is, an exceptional kind of person, but tell her to slow down in life. Just general slowdown.
Frank and Ilan, what do you guys think on this?
Honestly, for me, I have to come down on the notion that without a substantial amount of foreplay, without making out, without getting passionate to some level, to me, sex loses its fun. It's not as fun.
I totally agree. I think that the whole beginning part, the foreplay, the kissing, all of that erotic stuff, that's more important than the actual intercourse, frankly. We have to end. We just have to end. We could have gone on and on, but we will end. Guys, thank you so much. We'll catch up with you again next month. Ryan and Frank. Frank can be reached at franktalks.com. Ryan, well, he can be reached. He's always here, so
tweet me at Ryan Ryder tweets.
You can
or
call
the studio, and I may just be here.
There you go. Thank you all for joining us. Thanks for your input, your text messages, your phone calls. See you all at the Salon de l'Amour et de la Séduction Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. News coming up next, followed by the CJAD Comedy Show. Have a great rest of the evening. And please remember, life is short, so make sure you take the time to smell the flowers and indulge your passions.
Listen to Passion with Dr. Laurie Betito, live weeknights 10 to 11 on CJAD and CJAD.com.
Need help with love, sex, dating and relationships? Visit franktalks.com.
Need help with love, sex, dating, and relationship issues? Help from Frank Kermit, the best-selling author and Canada's most international relationship coach, is only a click away at franktalks.com. Coaching available in person, by phone, and by Skype. For singles, couples, and alternative lifestyles, franktalks.com.
If you need help with your relationships, my buddy Frank, he's got some tips. Just go to franktalks.com. His advice is better than your mom's. He knows what you're going through, 'cause Frank has been there too. So log on to franktalks.com. franktalks.com.
franktalks.com, Frank Talks, franktalks.com, Frank Talks, franktalks.com, franktalks.com, Frank Talks, franktalks.com, Frank Talks, franktalks.com, Frank Talks, franktalks.com, Frank Talks, franktalks.com, franktalks.com.